welcome back to my channel. There's something itching my shoulder. Oh, it's my hair. Beautiful. Today's video is quite highly requested by my Instagram fam and my Snapchat fam, and it is the black smoky eye that I wore to a L'Oreal event a month ago or something like that. And I have finally sat down and done it for you. And yeah, I do offer some tips along the way that I found useful. Just keep in mind that I'm not a makeup artist. I have no training whatsoever. It's literally just things that I've picked up as I've been doing my own trial and error on my face. And yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. So my first step was to put contacts in, and even though I washed my hands after I ate chili chips, apparently some chili residue was remaining and now my eyes are stinging. Anyway, so that's my first step, putting contacts in. I know that some people put their contacts in after makeup, but especially when you're going to have a whole lot of eyeshadow on your eyes and things that you don't want to smudge around or mess up in any way, it's always better to put the contacts in first. Also, it helps when you're doing your eyes, like you don't have to hold the palette so close to your face. You can actually see further away, so that helps as well. Since we're doing a dark eyeshadow look today, I'm going to do my foundation last. This is just because if there is any fallout from any of the darker shadows that lands on my foundation, I don't have to like try and carefully take it off without damaging my foundation or anything. If it does happen, if you do get fallout after you've applied your foundation, just get a piece of scotch tape and stick it on your hand a few times so it loses a little bit of its stickiness, and then just kind of stick and kind of do that motion, and you can get the little particles of your eyeshadow off whilst trying to save your foundation. I have tried in the past to like kind of wipe it off, and that just kind of smears it everywhere. So that's why I'm going to do my eyes first and then my foundation last. I've already moisturized my face, so that's why it may look a bit shiny. So my first step is to prime the eyelids. This is really important to prevent any fallout, like I was saying before, and also you can also intensify the color with your primer, because primers just make everything like adhere more to your eyelid and stick closer together. So that's really important in a dark eyeshadow look. So the one I'm going to use today is Benefit Stay Don't Stray Primer in medium dark, I think. Medium deep. That's what they look like primed. I didn't use a transparent primer or a white primer, like a NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil or something like that. That will intensify the colour of your eyeshadow. I just went for like a skin kind of colour because, I don't know, that's what I was feeling like today. I'm going to try and stick to as little of a number of eyeshadows as possible, and also trying to keep them all within the same palette. And because this is just because I know how hard it is, like when you see like a beauty vlogger or something like that and they pull out like 50 different palettes and use one shade from each different palette, and it's like I don't have all of those palettes, and sometimes it's just really hard. Even though you can find similar colours or find dupes, it can be a little bit hard. So with the smoky eye, it's a little bit easier though, because a lot of palettes do have those kinds of browns and the blacks and the orange that I'm going to be using. But for today's video, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills World Traveler palette, and it's got a really nice combination of colours. That's a palette there, but the ones I'm going to be using, so Fudge, Morocco, which is like my most used shade ever, and Noir. But just using those colours, I'm going to build up a smoky eye. There are so many different versions of smoky eyes. Like you can get ones that aren't as intense, like a more grey kind of smoky eye. You can get like really jet black kind of smoky eye, and the one that I really like, and I feel like this complements my skin tone the most, is when I use orange, like that Morocco shade, because I just feel like it makes it pop. So that shade there, that's Morocco. I just feel like it makes the smoky eye pop, and it just looks really cool. This is my go-to smoky eye using this palette, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take a fluffy brush, And all I'm gonna do, this is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush. All I'm gonna do is take the shade Morocco, that orange shade, and I'm gonna go into my crease and then buff it up as well. Not up to my eyebrows, but kind of like as a transition shade. It really works better if you use the lighter shades first and then go in with your dark shade. It's just so hard to correct mistakes with dark shades or try and figure out where it's gonna go, and if it's, you know, gone over your lid or something like that and you can't blend the lighter colors in. So it just makes it a lot easier to start with the light shade. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna focus it around my crease area first and then just slowly buff it up. Just gonna go in with a bit more. As you can see, I'm starting off in the crease. I'm focusing most of the product in the crease and I'm doing a windscreen wiper motion. If you wanna actually get a better look at where your crease is, it's actually better to do your eyeshadow or like blend it into the crease with your eye open, not closed like this, because you can't see the line of where the crease is. So something maybe like this, and then you just kind of push the brush into the kind of crevice that it makes when you open your eye in your crease there. So I'm just doing windscreen wiper motions, and then what I'm going to do is go circular and bring it up a little bit. And that kind of, because it pushes, so that kind of pushes the product up a little bit more. It's one eye there. It's really bumming me out because my camera isn't really showing what color it looks like in real life, but we'll see how we go with that. It looks so much, it looks browner on the camera. So just gonna do the same with the other eye. So this is what I've got so far, and it looks kind of looks silly, but you'll see when we add more stuff. So the next thing I'm going to take is the shade Fudge. So this is just a dark brown shade. So just this one here. And all I'm going to do is take a crease brush. So this is the Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined Crease, and it's just like that. And I'm going to take some of the fudge and just go into my crease. And instead of blending outwards like we did with the orange, I'm going to go onto my lid because it's going to be covered with black anyway. But I don't want any more darkness above my crease. So let's go with this eye. I'm just going to do the same windscreen wiper motion. So this is what I kind of like to do when I'm in the crease, just windscreen wiper motions, because it just really pushes the product around and you get that kind of defined crease, or you just contain the colour in the crease. If you can see, there's some brown in there now compared to this one, so I'm just going to continue with the fudge. And if it does look harsh, like it does here, that's alright, because we're going to go back again with the orange at the end and buff it out a little bit more. So now I'm just going to go in with, sorry, not Chic, Noir, which is the black. There's this on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this on a brush, a flat brush, and the only one I could find that was clean was a smudger brush, but that's alright. And I'm just going to pop this on my lid, and I'm just going to start from the lash line. Oh, look at that black. And we're going to start from the lash line because we don't want to start up in the crease in case we take it too far over the crease, because we just want it on our lid, and we're not even going to apply this on our whole lid. We're going to go maybe 3/4 and then blend the rest of it upwards. So I'm just going to keep patting some on. A patting motion as opposed to a sweeping motion makes the colour look a lot more pigmented. Just going to pat up to there. And I'll do the same on the other side. And I feel like no matter how much you stuff up just, if you have a really nice black, it'll just pull it all together. And I'll just show you really quickly. Look at that fallout. This is why I do my foundation last. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more to this side. And I'm just trying to keep it to the shape of my lid, so like a curved shape. And as you can see, it's kind of already looking like a smoky eye. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush, which is a Luxe Soft Definer, and this is 227 by Zoeva. I'm going to just bring this upwards and into my crease. I'm not going to go higher than my crease. We'll go in with another brush for that later. So I'm just going to start sweeping this upwards, kind of blurring the that line. And I know it's kind of, you know, it's dragging that black pigment, but we're going to go over the top with small black as well, so that doesn't matter. And all this does is sweeps it into the crease, so kind of just blended out that harsh line, and it's looking a bit more soft there. And now just gonna blend. Just in the crease, so we're gonna go with the windscreen motion. If you do want some more orange, you can pop some more onto your brush before you blend. That's what we've got so far. I'm just gonna turn, I've got one artificial light on, and I'm just gonna turn it off because I feel like you can't really see the colors very well, so it kind of looks a bit silly. I probably should have taken advantage of the natural sunlight from the start, but this is what it looks like in just normal light. So the lights I had on before were very harsh and bright, so you can't really see the true colors, but so this is what it actually looks like. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep going in with brown and orange into that crease. So I just added a bit more brown there. And when I'm with the brown, I'm not blending upwards, I'm blending downwards into the lid because I don't want it to go too high up towards my brow bone. Smoky eyes are literally just back and forth with the same kind of colours. So this is what we've got so far. It's really bugging me that it looks really dodgy on camera, but it looks really good in person. Like, it looks a lot better than it looks in camera. I think it's because the orange is being picked up by the camera quite a bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go in again with the black, focusing the most on like towards the bottom of the lid. So I'm just gonna, I've just put some more black on my lids, and I'm just gonna blend it a little bit more, just around the edges, not touching the actual lid. So we're gonna keep the most of the black on the lid there. So that is the eye, and I'm just gonna do the bottom lash line and the inner corner after I've done my foundation, so they blend a bit more together as opposed to me trying to dodge the lines that I've already drawn. So I'm just gonna go in with my foundation now. So I've got my foundation on, and I'm just in the midst of highlighting. What I really like about Smoky Eyes is that it's so dramatic, and it just lets you do everything else really dramatically as well. So I'm going in with some highlights. So I'm just highlighting the top cheekbone area, and also down here. So then the top of my upper lip, my nose, the forehead and chin, and then I'm gonna also contour as well, which I'll show you in a sec. Sorry this is really choppy. If you do want a foundation routine or like a contour highlight video, just let me know, but I'm trying to keep this as short as possible and focus on the eyes. So I'm just going contour, and I do contour my jawline because I have a double chin. And that kind of helps get rid of the illusion because it adds like a shadow. And just very slightly on the sides of my nose. I actually like the size of my nose. It's just that it adds like a balance with the shade and light, so you don't have like darkness everywhere and not anywhere in the middle. So it's just for balance sake. So I'm going to blend this all in and then we can go back to the eyes. If you do put on foundation afterwards, you could possibly have accidentally gone over your eyes. So I'm just fixing the ends a little bit. So now I'm going to go under my eyes. I'm just going to use a pencil brush and I'm going to use the brown shade and I'll mix a little bit of the orange in there, and that's what I'm going to use. Oh, can't see my eye there. And all I'm going to try and do is join like this area to this area. Just adding some colour to the bottom lash line really just brings everything together. Sorry, I keep tilting my head down. How am I going for my first eyeshadow tutorial? Oh my god guys, I've hit pan on Morocco. I've hit pan. Look at it. Look at it. That's pan, by the way. That little fleck of silver. But yeah, sorry. So now I'm just going in with black on the pencil brush. So I'm just going to use the same pencil brush that I used for the orange and the brown, so you kind of get those shades together. Yeah, so with this black, I'm just trying to join this line with the top lash line. So it kind of gives, and then I'm just going to smudge it in. Eyes are crying because of my contacts. Okay, so as you can see, because this eye doesn't have any black, it doesn't look finished, whereas this is really kind of blacked out and smoked out. So that's the kind of effect that we want. So that's what we've got so far. So now what we're going to do is tightline and also just go with a black liner along the waterline. And this just adds a whole other dimension of blackness. Can you see a difference between this eye and this eye? I kind of feel like the tightlining just really makes the eyes look blacker and it makes my eyeball look whiter. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me. And now we're going to go along the waterline. To do that, I just used, what is this? The Maybelline Unstoppable in the shade Onyx. So that's what the eye looks like now. I've tightlined and waterlined as opposed to this one. I'm just going to do this on this eye and then we can go into the inner corner. That's where we're at now. You can see it's starting to come together, right? So that's what we're at now, and I'm just going to take a liner. I'm just going to focus in the inner corner, also underneath. Just bring the product together like I have here. Just going to do it on the other side as well. This is really creepily close to my eye. And what do you reckon? Do you reckon we should go for some liner? I think we'll go for some liner. So to do some liner, I'm going to use the Face of Australia liquid liner and also the Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner. And I've just got a mini one here. I think first off, I'm going to finish off kind of like the cat eye here with this. This is a really nice precise tip there. So all I did there was I lengthened out the top line, so it kind of enlarges my eye a little bit, and it'll look a lot better when I do my liner. I'm just going to do my liner now. Draw a wing there. I'm going to try and balance it out on the other side. I'm sorry you didn't see any of that because I was trying so hard to focus on my liner. So I've just drawn one line and I've just brought it back down, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I did here as well. I think it's smudged a little bit. Oh no, it's just wet. So I've just done the same on this side. So all I'm going to do now is fill in that gap and then bring the line to my tear duct. And this is like, I don't know, this is just my own personal opinion, but I do prefer this, like this kind of thing as opposed to using tape for smoky eyes, just because I find that tape is very, like, I want to say sterile, but that's not even the word. Because when you have tape, you don't know when, because the black will go straight to the tape, right? And then when you rip the tape off, you'll get like you'll just get that. You'll get like black and then, you know, black and orange. You'll just get a block of black and a block of orange. Whereas when you don't use tape, you can kind of get that softness around the edges, and then when you put liner on, you can actually see the line. That's just my own personal opinion. I do use tape sometimes when I use lighter colors that aren't like black, but yeah. So just I've winged that out a little bit more, and I'll just do the same on the other side. The Huda Beauty lashes in number 7, and I'm just going to add those on now. Not to keep plugging myself or anything, but I made a video for The Glow, which is part of Mamma Mia, and it's all about how to apply fake eyelashes. So I'm just going to link that video down below in the, what is it called? In that little box thing where you click the thing, the down box, is it called? I think I called it a drop box in my last video. That's not drop box. Wow, we still have to do lips. Maybe and add some highlight and things like that. This video is a lot longer than I expected it to be. All I'm going to do first is curl my lashes, the top lashes, starting at the root and walking the curler upwards. We get a nice curl. And then I'm going to add mascara first. Sorry, you can put on mascara after you've put your lashes on to blend them all together, but to keep your lashes or your fake lashes clean, and you can get more wear out of it if you just mascara your lashes first. I hate mascaring my lashes after I do my eyeshadow because I just feel like I'm gonna get it everywhere. So usually I look down, but I'm trying to like be in the camera as well, so I'm just gonna disappear for a second. Just done a quick coat of mascara. I use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Decent. And now I'm just gonna stick my lashes on. That's what we've got with some lashes on. Lashes really do make a difference. So this is with lashes, this is without. So lashes just like kind of bring everything together. Stick the other ones on as well. So just got some white glue up there, but it will dry clear. So that's what we've got so far with the lashes, and I'm just going to do my highlight now. So we're going to go in with Becca Champagne Pop, which is this middle one here. So all I'm going to do is take a highlighter brush. The one I'm using is the Anastasia one. It's a bit blasphemous using the Anastasia brush with the Becca palette, but I'm just going to dab on the top, and let's do our cheeks first. So I've already powdered my cheeks, so this will glide a lot smoothly. I don't like using this as a fan brush because I don't think it applies as dense as I want it. I'm just going to bring it up to the temple area. That's that glow dough. The glow? No glow. So let's fix that. So I'm just going to do the same on this side. So now I'm just going to go into the brow bone. Probably should use a smaller brush. And on this side too. So we've got the brow bone there as well. And now we're just going to do inner corner. I don't normally like to do inner corner highlights because I can never get it to look nice, but we're just gonna go in a little bit here. And there we go. That is the finished smoky eye look. Wait, no, I forgot lipstick. Hang on. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it or learnt something from it. We did only use 3 colours, and I know that so many people are just scared away by the fact that smoky eye can end up looking like a raccoon. You will not end up looking like a raccoon. If I can do it with 3 colours, you can do it. It's just so easy if you just take your time and blend and, you know, follow the rules with, you know, not going with the black above the crease and keeping the shadows, you know, under your brow bone. So keep it to the crease so you can blend downwards to keep it from going up to your brow bone. And just little things like that really help to make sure that you can get the smoky eye that you like. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any critiques or anything or any suggestions as to how I can improve it, I did only use 3 shadows, but if you know, have any other ideas of what I could have done with 3 shadows, just let me know. I'm always happy to learn from you guys. I'm in no way a makeup artist. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just kind of share with you guys what I find useful and the kind of tactics I use to get a look that I'm happy with. And yeah, look at that highlight, that champagne pop. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video, or by watching this video. I don't know. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe to keep up with my videos. I post 1 video a week and 1 blog post a week on buymeneka.com, so keep an eye out for that as well. If you want to keep updated with everything, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat, and they're all the handle by Meneka. Have a good week guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!